Hey, I truly appreciate you clicking on this video, but if you are not already familiar with Endling, I must let you know that this footage I'm going to analyze for you today was from early development. That means many changes big and small were made between this work in progress stage and the final release game that we got. This footage came 4 years before the game's official release, and I'll tell you that a lot can change in 4 years. I have to say, Hero Beat Studios, that logo animation is insane. I wish we had that in the normal game. For this particular demo at Gamescom 2018, this is the menu screen. This is evident when you can see that the Start Game button slightly moves when Start Game is pressed. After of which, the cubs begin to go run off and have fun for the night. Also, all of these cubs are orange. You cannot achieve this in the normal game, as you have to choose a style which is not orange for each of them, besides one. This is presumably the start of the game, yet we can only see 3 cubs here. Ah yes, it's the Kakak Corp board. I'm sure like all of you players out there know where this is found in the normal game, which, of course if you don't know, this is placed in the river layer area. In the released game, you can actually walk underneath it, and there's actually a lot of stuff to see in the background compared to the demo, which has just some tires and then a bunch of emptiness, a lot of nothing. Another fat difference you might have already noticed is that the lighting is completely different in this demo. It is very Halloween-y, with exaggerated oranges and then like a purplish ambient light. This lighting scheme has carried over for many years past this demo as well. It was also easier for your cubs to get lost, as they always needed attention to move up or down ledges or at other various points. This shot reveals some graffiti that is used in the final game. It is of a 4-finger glove with red fingertips with an eye peeking at the middle and a bone at the bottom. If we freeze the video a couple seconds later, we can see even more. There's the boil graffiti that I know from the final game, and then some other text that I have never seen before. It's barely legible. This cub is seen swimming just fine, but I have reasons to believe that in this point, the cubs were able to drown. The final game has a hidden animation in the files of an animation of a cub drowning. Now we're getting into more complicated terrain. Early staged CareCorp terrain. This board has the Gamescom logo. This is because this whole environment is not meant for the final game, it is meant for the Gamescom demo. This car is seen in its exact form in the final game. They're the same picture. I can say this attack was done right out of the bush because of all the leaves flying around. This is also the same thing in the final game. For some reason there was no turning animation there, when they were supposed to. Yeah, the cubs were quite lazy in this demo. Look at them, they're just sitting there waiting for the food. And when Mama Fox does put down the food, she does this animation. This is an idle breaker. This is not used in the final game, but it is seen in other demos in the next couple of years after this one. It is also so that the animation is half reused in the final game when a cub event happens when you look in the opposite direction. CareCorp was massive back then, full of bushes and scientists everywhere. Notice that this video started off with 3 cubs, but one of them died. Usually if you interact with your dead cub like this, music plays in the final game. We can see the CareCorp board again. The only humans we can see in this entire video is the scientist. Oh, and while this wasn't originally a public demo video, this kind of exit animation with the scientist's flashlight hitting to the camera is reused in teasers from 2018-19 on their public channel. Handy Games wasn't partaking in the development of this game at this time, but they were really soon after, as shown in public teasers. The music that was playing throughout this entire gameplay video is actually known as the whole Endling theme song. If you have the soundtrack pack, you can listen to it at any time. It is in a not so distant future extended. Anyway, this is my quick analysis on the officially leaked Gamescom 2018 demo video. I hope you found out some cool information, I sure did. If you'd love to hear more about Endling in the way that I do, I would love to meet you in the Hero Beat Discord server. Link in the description for that. The developers are really friendly and honestly seem to love to talk to us from time to time. It's pretty cool anyway. Thanks for checking in on this video. If you haven't played Endling already, please do.